TikTok, if I ever learn how to do that live thing, it'd be great. So I can stop making videos while people are still texting me. Anyway, anywho, welcome to Wacky Wednesdays. And I told you guys, I promised you that every day I would make a random video so you guys can see about the baby whisper movement. So I'm gonna put my 2 cents into something, and everybody know my 2 cents not free, but I'm gonna get it to you just for free. There is a couple of parents that sent me long DMs, and for the rest of you to know, I am the one that runs the school. My kids' schoolwork, I do. So when I say to you, I'm not answering any DMs until later, please do not send me 22 back to back. But anyway, I'm going to answer a question because I've had a lot of parents ask me this. There is a situation going on right now in the Bronx, sad to say. Come on, Bronx. What's going on? But anyway, in the Bronx, New York, about a daycare. Now, I'm going to say, as a early education teacher, director, and owner, this is not the very first time this situation has happened. So, the situation going on, I'm sure everybody has seen on YouTube or the news or Facebook or even up here. Actually, up here, I have never seen that, which really worries me. But there's a girl who is going to jail or will be going to jail and a child that has died. Now, this is not because of daycare abuse. This is because they found, don't know how to say this without TikTok getting angry, but illegal substances in the house which poisoned the children. I said this in 2021 when I left for daycare, and I'd put tell the truth. And if any of you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, if you go on to my Facebook, the Baby Whisperer Yvonne page, you will see a little caption called Tell the Truth on one of my videos. Listen to it. Send it to your friends. They got anybody in daycare, you pregnant, go listen to that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't care about the people who are running and make money. As teachers in the daycares and child care facilities, we are the ones that take care of your children and get paid the less. Now, I'm going to say that again. We are the ones that take care of your children and get paid the less. And I'm going to tell you who cares about your children. We do. You want me to say it again? My grandmama used to repeat things because once you didn't hear it and you gave her this blank look, she used to repeat it. So just so it sinks in again. I made the book Daycare Due Diligence, which I will be branding out. And I made that book for you parents. I gave you the key things to look for. And if they tell you that, oh, this is how we always is, let me tell you something. On the goodest day, there are kids screaming, poop flying, toys thrown, and kids crying. And if they tell you that don't happen in their daycare, run. Don't even walk. Don't skip. Don't take no calls. Run. Because they lying. The greatest daycare owner will tell you that everything happens in one day and then you clean it up and do it all over again. That's the greatest daycare going to tell you. There's no such thing as calm days in a daycare. No such thing. You want to know why? Because children are unpredictable. That's why. You got children that don't have a fever when they come into the door, but by the time 12 o'clock comes, they can be burning up. And you like, what just happened? Why they parents send them to school? Because they ain't know neither. Then you got some parents that's like, I need to go to work. And they going to send their child, and their child probably ain't got no sleep, didn't eat, whatever it is, they blood sugar low, and they gonna be the most pissed off 2-year-old all day. Is it the child's fault? No. Welcome to child care. So what I have to say to you parents is, my 2 cents in that is, your business is your life. That's why I tell people, don't play with me about my business. Don't play with me about 3 things. Don't play with me about my kids. Don't play with me about my business. And don't mess with my money. Then we be fine. You can talk, you can do whatever you want, all you want. Just don't mess with those 3 things. My 2 cents is I don't give any sympathy to that girl at all. Not at all. Because when you are an early education teacher, You treat them kids like you treat your own kids, which means ain't nothing supposed to happen. I don't care if a rapture came. You better put them in some kind of bowl that you all sit there with them and say, you ain't touching no kids. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's not like that anymore. And when I said education has a dollar point, I wasn't starting at elementary school. Y'all better start at early education, because some of them daycares do not care. I'm going to tell you why them teachers are so miserable. They only making peanuts to do one of the hardest jobs, even harder than the level classes. It's harder to take care of a baby who can't tell you what they need, a 2-year-old that's trying to learn how to talk and all they hear is screaming, a 3-year-old that don't understand emotion, or a 4-year-old that want to be between a baby and a big kid. That's the hardest job, and they get paid the less. They get less people telling them they're doing a good job than the public school teachers. How do I know? I've been through all the levels. When I said I've been through all the levels, I have been through all the levels. My favorite age group is the 2-year-olds. You want to know why? Because they just coming into their personality. And they got attitudes out the wazza. But like I said, when you develop a child, when you help a child develop into themselves, you'd be surprised what you get. There are daycare owners who just want to get money. And daycare is a business. I don't care what any of you say. Yes, we love children, but there are some of us that it is money. You don't see a child, you see $400. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Because half of y'all be paying $450, $500. And half of them people in that building ain't even got no education. What you paying that money for? You may as well go get a teenager. They'll do a better job. I guaranteed. Daycare due diligence. Look it up. It's about to come. And for those of y'all parents who are having a hard time right now, if you DM me, I will tell you my 2-year-old university, which is already out. But a lot of y'all look at me and say, you know what? You just too hard when you talk. Am I supposed to give it to you nice? Because you talking about your children. And your people don't come back. This ain't the movies. This ain't when you turn the TV off and then the child come back to life. This is real life. Those parents lost their child. They're not coming back from that. Regardless of the fact whether they let that girl off or not, she's never going to forget this. And I guarantee you that people in New York and other people that see her to be in that jail is not going to let her forget it. This is real. Do you care about your children or you care about your wallet? Can I ask you that question? It does not take nothing but 1 hour. If you go in to visit a daycare, they're going to rush you through in 35 to 45 minutes. You need to be there 60 minutes. You want to know why? Because the plan that they show you when they set everything up and they make everything look pretty, and then by the time they thinking, oh, they in the director's office now, let's get with what we doing. When you walk back through there, you're going to see a whole different picture. If there's nothing to hide, then you will know that they will tell you the truth. The truth, people. The truth. Stop falling for these cover-ups. Stop falling for these fakeness. And by the way, going to a big mainstream, and I ain't knocking them. I'm not going to say their name. I ain't knocking them. But just because you're going to a big mainstream daycare does not mean your child is safe either. And having cameras in the classroom does not make your child safe either. Yes, you have record, but it don't make your child safe. Because are you going to get there? You looking at it on the camera getting pissed off. Are you going to be able to get there? Ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question. What do I have to go through to get to my child safe? You have to put the work in. I've said it 100 times. If you're not ready to put the work in and you don't trust the people that have your children, then sweetheart, man, let it go. Stop fussing. This mama said she ain't had no choice. That's all she can afford. Is it really? Because now she got to afford her son's funeral. Y'all not fussing about the right things. That's all the baby whisperer has to say. Y'all not fussing about the right things. And trust me, I have coached a couple of parents. I have showed some parents, they didn't want to do home day daycares, and they went into the mainstream, turned around, I found them a home daycare, and they're very happy. It's not about whether it's a home or a mainstream. It's about the person that's running the building. And you can tell if a person actually likes children. You can tell that. And if you don't know how to tell it, take both of y'all in there. If y'all work different things and mama can't be there, but daddy can, daddy, take your sister. Mama, I know the perfect place to take mama. Mama, take your mama, or take the mother-in-law, the grandmama. Is it worth your children? To me, no. But y'all can whisper, I'll answer, and you'll hear me. Peace, y'all.